Welcome to my video, where I'll be taking you on a hair-raising journey through some of the scariest and creepiest doorbell encounters ever captured on camera. Brace yourself for some bone-chilling moments that will make you question the reality of what you're seeing. In our first clip, we witness a strange and unsettling figure dressed in an alien costume, lurking around a house porch. With an eerie and unsettling demeanor, this mysterious figure repeatedly looks at the doorbell camera and aims a moon on a stick towards it. The very sight of this unexplained and unsettling behavior will send shivers down your spine. What is their intention? What message are they trying to convey? Is it a warning or a sign of something ominous? As we move to our next clip, we witness a mysterious masked stranger knocking on a door in Bristol. The homeowners, upon reviewing the footage, are left perplexed, as they have no clue who this person is or what their intentions might be. What is it that drew this stranger to their door, and why did they choose to mask their identity? In this next clip, we witness some suspicious activity taking place on the front porch of a house. The clip begins with the homeowner entering their house, seemingly unaware of what's about to unfold. A few minutes later, a random man approaches the house, drops off a package on the front porch, and then quickly leaves. But that's not where the story ends. Just a few moments later, a woman comes running towards the front porch, clearly frightened by something. She grabs the package and then runs off into the distance, leaving us with more questions than answers. Who are these people, and what was in the package that left the woman in such a state of terror? As we watch this unnerving clip, we can't help but wonder what secrets lie behind the closed doors of this house. Is this just a random act of delivery, or is there something more sinister at play? In this clip, we see a random clown, holding several balloons, slowly making their way towards a house porch. As the clown approaches, they stop and stare directly into the Ring doorbell camera, leaving the homeowner and viewers alike wondering what their intentions might be. Is this just a harmless prank, or is there something more sinister at play? The very sight of this eerie clown will leave you feeling unsettled and wondering what kind of mischief they have in store. In our next clip, we witness an eerie and unsettling encounter that took place in the dead of night. At 3:30 a.m., a random woman approaches a house and rings the doorbell, asking the homeowner if they know how to fix computers. The very sight of someone showing up at your doorstep at such an ungodly hour is enough to send shivers down your spine. But as the story unfolds, we find out that there's more to this encounter than meets the eye.
Hi, do you live here?
Yeah, I will live here.
Okay. Are you any good with computers?
We're in bed.
Oh, can I come up?
No, we're in bed.
Oh, you're inside. I thought you said you were outside. Do you have time to come over and help me with it? If you don't, I'm just going to have to wait tomorrow and go to Best Buy or something. So it's up to you. But I'm waiting for an MRI to be scheduled of my head since I probably broke my nose and shoved it up into my head.
Can we do this tomorrow? It's like 3:30 in the morning.
Yes, I'll get up and do that with you at 3:30 in the morning.
No, it's 3:30 in the morning right now. Can we do this tomorrow?
Yes, we can do it tomorrow. Or I can just take it somewhere tomorrow. It's
Okay.
fine. I'm not trying to be a pain in the butt. I just hate computer stuff. And we're getting the kinks worked out of mine. It's new software, new hard drive, new everything. I'm way behind the times. So I'll just
Okay.
wait. Okay.
Okay.
Let me know. I'll be happy to call someone.
Okay.
All right.
The woman in question isn't just a random stranger, but is actually suffering from a head injury. The realization that this woman is in need of help adds a whole new level of complexity and depth to this already spine-chilling encounter. As we watch this unsettling clip, we can't help but hope that this woman heals and recovers from her injury. Brace yourself, because what you're about to see is nothing short of bizarre and downright creepy. In this clip, we witness a random man approach a doorbell camera and proceed to lick it repeatedly for approximately 3 hours straight. The sight of someone licking a doorbell camera for such an extended period of time is enough to make anyone feel uneasy and disturbed. We can't help but wonder who this man is and what could have possibly possessed him to engage in such bizarre behavior. Is this just a random act of eccentricity, or is there something more sinister at play?
A California family noticed something very, very, very strange on their security camera. They say a man spent 3 hours, yes, 3 hours, licking their doorbell.
Oh, God.
The homeowners were out of town at the time, but their kids were home. They had no idea what was happening outside, but the parents got an alert to movement out in front.
You kind of laughed about it afterwards because technically he didn't harm anybody, he didn't break anything.
Okay, so police have identified the man and they're looking for him now. He could face charges of petty theft and prowling.
Our next clip takes us to Las Vegas, where a Ring camera captured a chilling and horrifying encounter. In the clip, we see a man outside a home, stating that he wants to do things to a woman who is inside. The sheer brutality and violence of the man's words are enough to make anyone feel sick to their stomach. It's hard to even imagine what the homeowner must have felt like upon seeing this footage. The fear and terror that must have coursed through their veins are unimaginable. Fortunately, the man in question was caught and taken into custody, but the haunting memory of his threatening words is sure to stay with the homeowner forever. As we watch this clip, we're reminded of the darker and more dangerous side of the world we live in. The thought that there are people out there who could commit such heinous acts is enough to make anyone feel uneasy and disturbed.
Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? What? Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? Are you positive? Are you sure? I just have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? Are you positive? I just have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? Are you positive? Are you sure? Are you absolutely certain? Sure.
So, how are you?
What? Yeah? Are you sure?
Who are you?
Hey, I just had a couple questions. I just wanted to ask you about maybe Phil. Yeah, can you hear me? What I'm looking for is for the girl that's in the house to come out here because I'm going to rape her and kill her. Do you have her open the door? I'm going to rape and kill the girl that's on the other side of this door when she lets me in. I want to rape her and kill her because I have a knife and a gun. Yeah, and I'm going to knock on her door again. All right.
In this particular clip, we witness a strange and unsettling encounter as a woman takes her frustration out on a doorbell camera, unleashing a relentless assault with an umbrella. What could have possibly provoked such an eerie outburst? And what other spine-tingling encounters await us in this collection? Brace yourselves, because things are about to get seriously creepy. This unsettling footage, captured by a YouTuber by the name of Fortnite Crazy Videos, features a mysterious clown approaching a house porch with a bunch of colorful balloons in hand. Who is this creepy clown, and what is his intention as he approaches the door? Is it all just harmless fun, or is there something much more sinister at play here? Whatever the case may be, this is one encounter that you won't soon forget. As if the sight of a creepy clown with balloons wasn't unsettling enough, things take a turn for the even more eerie in this footage. As the clown approaches the porch, he begins repeatedly hitting a pumpkin or some other object, all while staring intently at the doorbell camera. What could this strange behavior possibly mean? Is the clown trying to send some kind of message, or is he simply trying to unsettle those inside the house? In this next clip, prepare to witness a truly unsettling encounter that is equal parts bizarre and disturbing. In this clip, we see an elderly woman step out of her car and approach another elderly lady sitting on her front porch. The first woman appears to be praying and kissing the other woman, but as the encounter continues, it becomes clear that something much more sinister is afoot. Unknown to the victim, the woman from the car is actually stealing a necklace from around her neck, cunningly pulling off the crime with chilling precision. This serves as a stark reminder that trust should not be blindly given to the elderly, as they too are capable of acting unscrupulously at times. In this next clip, we see a man and his girlfriend approaching a house, behaving in a manner that is both strange and unsettling. Without second thoughts, the man attempts to jump a locked gate at a random house, seemingly trying to gain entry to the property. Thankfully, the homeowner had the foresight to lock their door, preventing this brazen attempted break-in. In this footage, we see a total stranger attempting to break into a house, going so far as to enter the family's back garden in an attempt to gain access. Who is this mysterious intruder, and what could have possibly motivated him to try and break into this particular home? Whether it's installing a doorbell camera, investing in an alarm system, or simply remembering to lock your doors, taking steps to protect your home and family should always be a top priority. These unsettling encounters serve as a stark reminder that danger can lurk around any corner, and that it's up to us to remain vigilant and prepared. Hold on to your seats, because this next clip is a terrifying reminder of the dangers that can be lurking just outside your doorstep. In this footage, we see a woman arriving at her home, completely unaware that a man is hiding behind a nearby car, waiting to pounce and rob her as soon as she steps out of her vehicle. The man emerges suddenly, grabbing her and snatching her belongings in a brazen display of criminality. Fortunately, the woman was not physically harmed, and her brother was able to come to her aid after hearing her screams for help. This harrowing encounter serves as a stark reminder to always be vigilant, especially when arriving or leaving your home. Keep your eyes peeled and your wits about you, because danger can strike when you least expect it. In this footage, we see a woman who appears to be completely out of her mind, carrying a knife and attempting to break into multiple people's homes. The sheer brazenness of this woman's actions is enough to send chills down even the bravest of spines. What could have possibly driven this woman to such desperate and dangerous behavior? We may never know for sure, but one thing is certain: encountering someone like this is a nightmare scenario that no one wants to face. Get ready to hold on to your seats, because this next clip is a truly terrifying reminder of the dangers that can be lurking just outside your home. In this footage, we see a woman desperately knocking on a random homeowner's door, clearly in distress and trying to gain access to safety. However, her nightmare is far from over, as a man suddenly emerges and grabs her, dragging her across the ground as she fights for her life. It becomes painfully clear that this is an attempted kidnapping, and it's a stark reminder of just how dangerous the world can be. Stay vigilant, stay aware, and always be prepared to defend yourself and your loved ones from potential threats. In this next clip, we see two men attempting to gain access to the second floor of a house by pushing over a nearby trash can and using it as a makeshift ladder. One man uses his foot to steady the garbage can while the other uses it as a stool to climb up to the window. Fortunately, the homeowners were one step ahead of the would-be intruders and the men were unable to gain entry. However, this video serves as a chilling reminder that we must always be vigilant and take every precaution to protect our homes from potential intruders. Hold on to your seats, because in this next clip we witness the unthinkable. A random man just walks right into a family's home. That's right, you heard it correctly. The man gains entry into the unsuspecting family's property without any permission or invitation. Thankfully, the homeowner was quick to react and pushed the intruder out, leaving the family shaken and confused by what just happened. Have you ever felt like you were being watched, even when you were in the safety of your own home? What if that feeling was more than just a gut instinct? What if there really was someone lurking in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to make themselves known? If you found yourself face to face with a stranger in your own home, how would you react? Would you freeze in fear? Share your thoughts down below and let me know what you'd do. We see a man getting out of his car, approaching a woman who's standing outside of her porch, threatening to kill her, before dragging her into his car in a case of abduction. One can only imagine how frightened the woman must have been and what the man's intentions were. The clip serves to educate everyone, to always stay vigilant and to always be wary of their surroundings, especially at the middle of the night. In this next clip, captured by a Ring doorbell camera, unsuspecting homeowners were taken aback when they witnessed a transparent figure roaming outside their porch. The eerie footage shows the upper body of what appears to be a ghost-like object wandering around, leaving us to wonder what other entities may be lurking in the shadows. What do you think this could be? Leave your comments down below. In the dead of the night, a Ring doorbell camera captured an unknown woman standing outside a house, speaking incoherently to the camera, while swaying her body in a peculiar way. It's evident that this woman is under the influence of something, leaving us wondering what her intentions may be.
Mom.
In this next clip, a man and his girlfriend got into a heated argument over money, leaving their 4-week-old baby alone in the car. As the situation escalates, the woman runs towards a nearby house, pleading for help. But what happens next will send shivers down your spine. In this next clip, a young woman is seen frantically pleading for help as she's pushed out of a kidnapper's car. The harrowing ordeal began when the kidnapper approached the woman and her 8-year-old daughter while they were walking on the street, snatching the daughter away and abducting her. Fortunately, the daughter was rescued unharmed the following day, and the kidnapper was swiftly brought to justice with a life sentence handed to him. The shocking footage captured by the doorbell camera reveals the horrors of such heinous crimes and the importance of vigilance in our communities.
Two church members heeding law enforcement's call for help on social media, spotting the vehicle in the parking lot of this hotel.
These guys are our heroes. You know, we're here in police uniform with badges and guns, and everybody calls us heroes. And now we have two citizens that went out of our way.
Heroes indeed. Authorities arrived at that hotel about 10 miles southeast of Fort Worth, busting down the door of the room where they say the suspect was holding Salem. He's now in custody facing aggravated kidnapping charges. Police say Salem is in good condition.
In this next clip, a man is seen peering through a doorbell camera, attempting to gain access to a house that isn't his. The unnerving footage captured by the camera shows the man prowling around, looking for a way to enter the premises. It's a reminder of the importance of home security and the dangers that lurk outside our doors.
Okay, I was just looking for a dog fighter. Whoa, you don't have to get all like that and stuff, honey. You know, we could be friends.
In this next clip, a man is seen attempting to enter a house, but what he encounters next is beyond comprehension. As he moves closer to the door, a shadowy figure suddenly appears and flies towards him, causing him to turn in terror. The bizarre encounter captured by the doorbell camera leaves us to wonder what could have possibly caused such a strange phenomenon. Was it a paranormal entity or something else entirely? In this last clip, a clown is seen knocking on a door, brandishing a weapon and staring creepily at the doorbell camera. The unnerving footage captured by the camera shows the clown lurking around, causing fear and panic in the hearts of the homeowners. It's a stark reminder of the dangers of lurking strangers and the importance of home security. In this next clip, two men are seen attempting to enter a house that isn't theirs. One of the men attempts to kick open the door, assuming nobody is home. But little did they know, a vigilant homeowner was watching their every move through their doorbell camera. The unnerving footage captured by the camera shows the men attempting to gain entry into the house, causing fear and panic in the hearts of the homeowner. Hold on tight for the final doorbell encounter of the day. This one will send shivers down your spine. In the last clip, we see a shirtless man, fake knocking, on a house door, behaving very erratically and looking back at a car parked nearby. What is this man's motive? Why does he appear to be so nervous? As we watch the footage, we can only speculate that this man was forced to knock on that door. But who forced him and why? The unsettling nature of this clip leaves us with more questions than answers, and serves as a haunting reminder of the potential dangers lurking around us. Throughout the entire clip, the man is seen looking around, talking to himself and at times horridly waiting just to walk away from the house. It's as if he knows what he is doing is very odd and out of character. Till this day, nobody knows who this man is or what his intentions were. We witness a chilling attempt at breaking into a family's home. A stranger approaches their door with a piece of paper in hand in an attempt to cover up the doorbell camera. But what happens next will make your blood run cold. The tension builds as the stranger tries to stick the paper to the doorbell camera, but it doesn't quite work out as planned. What could have happened if the plan had succeeded, and what would you have done had you been in the homeowner's place? In this clip, we witness a terrifying scene as a man under the influence of something dark and sinister attempts to break into a house. Armed with a menacing knife in hand, he repeatedly thrusts the blade against the door, desperate to gain entry. The tension mounts with each passing moment, as the residents remain unaware of what to do with the danger that lurks just beyond their doorstep. This haunting encounter serves as a grim reminder of how swiftly things can take a turn for the worst.
Who is it?
This is a little demon.
Who?
A little demon.
The dude slurring his words and appears out of it.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
The atmosphere is beyond eerie as we witness the man, whose words are slurred and whose gaze is unsettling, staring intently at the doorbell camera. The tension is palpable as we watch his every move, wondering what sinister intentions lie beneath his unsettling demeanor. In this next clip, we see yet another example of why it's important to have a Ring camera installed on your doorstep. The video captures a disturbing moment when a stranger tries to break into a house without permission. But, thanks to the home security system, the man is unable to succeed in his malicious plans. Throughout the video, you can see the man looking for a way to get into the house. Luckily, he wasn't able to find an object to break in with and ended up walking away. Nonetheless, it's a stark reminder of some of the horrors that could be lurking right outside your front porch. In this next clip, we are reminded of the importance of home security and the potential dangers that could be lurking just beyond our front doors. As you watch, imagine what you would do if a stranger suddenly appeared on your doorstep with unknown intentions, just as the man in this clip does. It's a chilling reminder that we can never be too careful when it comes to protecting our homes and our loved ones.
Hello? Hello? Who are you?
Our next doorbell encounter is a hair-raising reminder that danger can come in many forms. In this clip, we witness a man dressed impeccably in a suit, attempting to gain entry into homes by posing as a police detective. But here's the chilling part. He's been using the same sneaky technique to try and gain access to multiple homes in the area. It's a harrowing thought that if you're not careful, you could easily fall prey to his ruse, thinking that he is, in fact, a real detective. This clip serves as a stark reminder to always trust your gut instincts and to never open your front door to people you do not know and are not expecting to see. In the next clip, we see a homeowner who's at work receive an alert that there are people on their front porch. What they discover is nothing short of terrifying. Two men are attempting to gain entry into their property, but the homeowner's doorbell camera has captured their every move. As the men realize they're being recorded, they hastily make their way out of the frame, leaving the homeowner to ponder what could have happened had they not had the foresight to install a doorbell camera. In the clip, the men got into their car in an attempt to drive back. However, they were back, their eyes filled with a sinister glint as they attempted to kick down the door with all their might. The sound of their enraged pounding echoed through the halls, sending shivers down your spine. It was a heart-stopping, nerve-wracking ordeal to say the least for the homeowner, and one that should not be taken lightly by any means. In this next clip, a clown, with his painted-on smile and garish outfit, makes a brazen attempt to gain entry into an unsuspecting homeowner's house. But fate intervenes, as the door remains locked, denying the clown his twisted desires. What happens next will send shivers down your spine. The clown slowly turns to face the doorbell camera, his eyes burning with an unsettling intensity. With a flick of his wrist, he waves his white-gloved hand in a manner that is both mocking and menacing, leaving you with a sense of foreboding that will haunt you for days to come. Who is this mysterious clown, and what sinister motives lie behind his creepy smile? One thing is for sure, the homeowner has narrowly escaped an encounter with a force that is beyond comprehension. The memory of that eerie wave will linger in their mind, like a nightmare that never ends. In this next clip, a woman with a wild look in her eyes and an unnerving demeanor approaches a house with a singular purpose: to sink her teeth into the home's doorbell camera. Her actions are nothing short of strange as she gnaws on the camera with a fervor that is both inexplicable and alarming. The sound of her teeth grinding against the metal is like nails on a chalkboard, sending chills down your spine. Who knows what kind of madness possesses her to act in such a way? In these last few clips, a man, with a sinister glint in his eyes and a reckless disregard for the law, can be seen attempting to steal doorbell cameras. In some instances, he manages to succeed in his heinous act, snatching the camera with a swift, practiced motion. Other times, he is not so lucky, and his attempts are foiled by the vigilant homeowners. What makes this man so terrifying is his brazen and bold nature. He does not even bother to conceal his face or his identity, showing no fear of the consequences of his actions. It's as if he revels in his ability to commit these crimes with impunity, taunting the authorities and the homeowners alike. As the clips roll on, you'll feel your heart racing with a mix of fear and anger. How can this man get away with such brazen acts of criminality? What drives him to commit these crimes with such a devil-may-care attitude? The answers to these questions remain shrouded in mystery, leaving you with a sense of unease that is hard to shake. The thought of this man lurking in the shadows, preying on innocent homeowners, is enough to make your blood run cold. No one is safe from his twisted desires, and his willingness to act with such impunity is a threat to society as a whole. Brace yourself for a cautionary tale that will leave you with a sense of unease. A woman, with ill intentions and a heart full of malice, approaches a family's home with one goal in mind: to steal a package that is sitting innocently on the doorstep. Little does she know that fate has a twisted sense of justice in store for her. As she reaches for the package, karma strikes with a vengeance, and she slips, falling to the ground with a sickening thud. Her leg snaps like a twig, leaving her writhing in pain on the doorstep of the very home she tried to rob. Her boyfriend rushes to her aid, carrying her away from the scene of the crime, but the damage has already been done. The memory of her ill-advised actions will linger in her mind, like a curse that she cannot shake. This video serves as a stark reminder that karma is a force to be reckoned with, and it will always come back to bite you if you attempt to do something you shouldn't do. In today's video, we've seen the depths of human depravity, the twisted desires that drive some people to commit unspeakable acts. We've also witnessed the power of karma, the way in which fate can come back to bite those who dare to act with malice in their hearts. These clips serve as a reminder of the dangers that lurk in the world around us, the importance of remaining vigilant and alert at all times. Whether it's a clown lurking on your doorstep, a brazen thief attempting to steal your doorbell camera, or a would-be package thief struck down by the hand of fate, we must always be aware of the dangers that surround us. So, as we come to the end of this video, we implore you to stay safe, stay aware, and never forget that the world can be a dark and terrifying place. Please consider subscribing if you're enjoying the content, as I do hope to see you in the next video.